It's Lori Holt Day.
Yay!
We're back again with more goodies.
So much fun.
So welcome to Reindeer Games again. And we are featuring one of our favorite designers at Quilter's Cupboard, Lori Holt. Be in My Bonnet Quilt Company, otherwise known as.
Yes.
And we have lots of great goodies for you today. What do you want to start with?
I'm so excited.
Oh, I'm Tammy, by the way.
I'm Tammy, actually, too.
That's Tammy, too. Just in case you weren't confused already.
Yeah, now you are.
We're just helping.
There you go. Lori Holt, where do we begin with the fun things? We've got a puzzle. That's a good one to start with.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is one of her sew-alongs that she started in October, I believe. September, maybe?
Yeah, somewhere around there.
Yeah. And quite often when she has sew along in a big new project, she comes out with a beautiful puzzle, and these are a lot of fun. This is a 1,000-piece, and that will be on this Reindeer Games.
Yep.
Okay, so that's a good one.
For when you don't feel like quilting, but you still want to,
feel that connection. There it is. Okay, what else do we have to start?
We have some gorgeous fabric that will go with anything. Lori Holt.
Yeah.
20-piece bundles of assorted Be Basics fabrics. Be Backgrounds fabrics, actually. The basics are colored. These are backgrounds. So we have them in fat quarters, half meters, and fat eighths as well.
Yes.
Depending on whether you want just a little bit or a lot. They are all 20-piece bundles.
That's wonderful. These are great. These are one of the things that go with everything, any project that she does.
Yeah.
So if you're a big fan, something to keep an eye on that you'll want to have in there.
Perfect low volume prints that just kind of, look pretty in the background without taking over.
Yeah, they're perfect. Okay, we also have her Seam So Easy guide. I think this is important. I really want to talk about this. Quite often, well, you see that there's a hole cut out here, and you've got these ones. So there we go. That's better.
A little hole cut out here.
Yeah.
So previous versions of this actually had that piece still intact, and you had to cut it out yourself with an X-Acto knife or a chainsaw or whatever.
Whatever worked.
It ended up all jagged, and you were getting your fabric caught on it. They are now pre-cut for you. You don't have that little piece. You just stick your ruler on here, line it up with your needle, and you're good to go.
Yeah. So for those of you who have watched any of Lori's tutorials, you'll see that she always has a Seam So Easy guide on any of her beautiful little featherweights. They're also great for regular machines. But you want to have to wear triangles, chain piecing, any of that.
Without having to mark them.
Yes, because sometimes you've got, oh my goodness, 30, 40, 50,000 to do. and you do not want to have to mark them all. These save your life. They're great. I love them.
And they're adorable.
Well, they are. They're flowers, let's face it. And they're gridded. They are gridded. So that's important too.
Yep.
To note. Okay.
We also have the So Hot Iron Rest. Yeah. These are so cute.
Yeah, I love the green. If
you have like an Aliso iron or I'm trying to think, like I have a Reliable, but I put it down on the base. If you are in the habit of sort of leaving your iron sitting on the sole plate on your ironing board, these are for you.
Yeah.
Even if your iron isn't designed to be set down like that, you can set your iron on here. You don't need to worry about scorching your ironing pad. And it just keeps everything nice and safe.
Yeah, so those are really nice. Okay, what else have we got?
Rotary cutter cases.
Speaking of safety first.
Now that we are traveling again a little bit and, going and sewing with friends, retreats, classes, all that kind of stuff, we have these adorable little rotary cutter cases. They're all nice and formed, but still kind of soft.
Yeah.
have a little spot inside for your rotary cutter and
Oh,
maybe
these are
a pack
great.
of spare blades.
Yep.
They come in green
Little scissor
and pink.
snips.
Yep.
You could put in here as well.
Yeah, you could probably fit
Yeah.
a couple of rotary cutters in there, like if you
Yeah.
have a 60 and a 45.
Yep.
Maybe even jam a little 28 millimeter along
Well,
in
you
there
could,
too.
yeah.
But just keeps them nice and safe, and you don't have to worry about your blade slipping a little bit and cutting anything
And
that might
poking
be
through.
in your bag.
Yeah. Yeah. That's good. Bags. There you go.
Yep. Project bags. These are Lori Holt's little gingham mesh project bags. Great for cosmetics if you don't want to use them for your quilting. Great for your cross stitch. They are mesh, so they're
yeah.
breathable.
So here's something exciting. You can cross stitch on these.
I never even thought about that.
Right?
Why didn't I think about
I
that?
don't know, but that's why I'm here to support you.
Oh, I'm buying
Yeah.
them all now. Sorry, they're
Yes,
sold out.
that's it. But you can actually cross stitch on these and put whatever you like, whether you want to put your name or a flower or whatever makes you happy, because they are they're a nice little mesh that you can.
I never even thought about that.
There you go.
See, that's why I don't like you.
I know. Okay.
So those are cute. It's 3 different sizes.
Yeah, good
and,
sizes too.
And they fit right inside each other. So if you want to use them, one for your notions, one for your hoops with your cross stitch all ready to go.
Yep.
This one for snacks. I mean,
Snack.
hey, you got to eat.
Well, that's true. That's true. Okay, notions.
Speaking of project bags,
oh, you want to go
if
there?
you want to personalize them even more than just doing a little bit of
That's
cross stitch,
True.
Tammy over here came up with a fabulous pattern
Yeah.
to use up little 2.5-inch mini charms. You can totally do these from your scraps and stuff too.
Yeah.
But we have put together kits for you from a few of our favorite lines in the store. And these ones will be different from our regular kits that we have, which only
Yeah.
do the large size bag.
No,
they do the large size.
The largest. It could do the medium and small.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
could.
So
We only give you one zipper though, so,
Yeah, so that's
figure that out.
yeah,
With these ones, you're going to have enough to do all 3.
yeah. So these bags, like Tammy had said, they're totally customizable. And one of the things that we'll be doing kits in the 3-pack for reindeer games,
Yep.
correct?
Yep.
So if you're a Lori Holt fan, you can find a Lori Holt package.
Yep.
If you're a Kim Deal, you can find a Kim Deal. Corey Yoder, are we doing?
Yes.
Think-
Likely.
Likely, maybe.
There's so many now
There's
that
lots.
I can't remember
I
all
know,
of them.
I know.
Definitely Tilda.
Yeah,
Seamstress.
Tilda, yeah.
So just check out the
Yeah.
website for all the options because we'll have them up there.
There will be some really good ones. These patterns are very easy, simple to follow. There's
Yep.
tutorial that you can link to
Yep.
get all the directions. I go step by step on how to make these. And you'll be able to get 3 which is good for, again, the small.
Yep.
It is good for your notions.
And they
These
come
ones,
with everything you need to
need.
finish the bag. The zippers, the vinyl, the binding, backing, charm squares, and the fabric for the zipper unit as well.
Now, the only thing is I do put some
Oh,
fusible fleece.
You do need batting, yeah.
Yes,
Batting or fusible fleece.
or fusible fleece that I put in between just to give it a little bit of stability.
Which is great to use up your scraps for too.
Yes, and I did. When I started playing around, I didn't realize how much I had in scraps, and it was great because I used them up.
It's usually a good idea not to realize how much you have in scraps.
I know, it's true. Binding too, that was a problem.
Yes.
So there you have it. Those are great. They're great gifts too.
Yes.
If you've got a quilting friend or a sewing friend, cross stitch, whatever, and they're a nice gift.
Yep.
Okay.
One super cute thing that you could put in those is the Lori Holt stork scissors that we have coming.
Oh boy.
Wait until you see these.
Yes.
They are so cute. I'll pop a picture in the video
Will you?
so
Oh,
you
good.
can see them. And they are just adorable. They're going to be 3 different colors. You can pick your color. And If you like those old-fashioned sort of stork embroidery type scissors, great for thread snips just to keep in your little notions bag. We'll have those as well.
Good.
Steamroller. If you're out and about and you don't want to carry around a hot iron with you, this is enough to get you by. To press your seams so that you're not creating any big folds or anything like that. Those are fantastic.
Those are also super for applique work.
Yeah.
So when you have turned your pieces, if you're using the method with the Pellin 30 on the backing and you're flipping them inside out, once you've done that, you use this to give it a nice roll and you've got a beautiful edge.
Yeah. And you use
your clover turner.
Your point-to-point turner for actually slipping in and actually getting that edge nice and clean and pressed out before you do this part. Yeah. Lori Holt has lots of great tutorials on how to do her sort of flip and sew method of applique. Yeah. It is so nice.
Yeah. The roller as well. I actually used that in my tutorial.
I was going to say that.
When we did these, because once I get to the portion where I have vinyl, I do not have it anywhere near my iron because I would just be too afraid of it touching. So I use my roller and it works beautifully.
Yeah, it's fantastic in spots where you can't actually press something because it doesn't like the heat.
No, it doesn't. Okay.
We're going to talk about our next sew along with Lori Holt.
Yes.
It is supposed to be here the end of December. We are taking pre-orders. Yeah. We have it on order along with some of the accessories that she recommends to go along with it. One of those, I'll just tell you what it is first. It's chicken salad from the cookbook line of fabric.
It's beautiful. A lot of fun.
It's a quilt full of chickens, and I know you're going to be like, what?
Yeah, why do
But
we
when I
want
saw
that?
it, I was like, oh my gosh.
We need this. We need these in our lives because they're just the happiest chickens you will ever see.
You need a quilt full of chickens.
Oh, yeah.
For sure.
Absolutely.
Even if you're not a farmer.
Yeah.
Because it's just that much fun.
Yeah.
So we're taking pre-orders for that, and those will be shipped when they come. As with everything else, it may be delayed a little bit, but the Lori Holt fabric lines that we have had since the pandemic started have actually been fairly reliable in terms of
we've
showing
been
up.
pretty lucky, I think.
Yep. So to go along with that, we will have available for pre-order the shapes that you will need. The So Simple
There's
shapes.
the So Simple shapes that, of course, quite often go along with a lot of her projects.
Yep.
And there's some...
The vintage trim that you will need as well. I mean, that's optional, but it is part of the quilt that she uses. Quite often she uses it underneath the edge of the binding, and it just peeks out and gives it that kind of vintage look.
Oh, cookbook coasters.
Yep.
Lori Holt is just the master of fun things to go along with any of her projects. She just nails it every single time.
So you don't need the coasters to finish the quilt, but you may need them to hold your wine while you're actually finishing the quilt. And if you're not a wine drinker, we have the tin mugs as well, and you can put your coffee in those.
That's right.
Nobody will say a word if there's some Kahlua or Bailey's in it. It's fine.
There's no judgment here at Quilters Cupboard.
The other recommended tools she has for that sew along are the 1/4-inch bias tape maker.
Yep.
You'll need that to make some of the bias tape. I think that's for the chicken's legs and maybe part of their tails.
I don't think so, Tammy.
I have no idea.
Their tails are standing up. They're like that.
Again, the point-to-point turner. The cute little buttons.
Yeah, these
and they
are definitely
cute little buttons. The applique and or the quilting pins. I prefer the applique pins because they are a little finer.
Yeah,
and
and they're shorter.
Yeah,
they're shorter. So if you are if you're doing hand applique, your thread's not getting caught.
Nobody's doing that.
I am.
I'm just kidding. I am too.
Yeah. These ones are fine, but your thread will get caught. And then move on to...
But these ones look really pretty in your pin cushion.
Yes, with the pin cushions. Or the glue. So Sue Daly glue that she uses all the time.
Yeah.
We'll hold it up for us here. And it's just to hold down your shapes.
Temporarily while you're sewing them down.
That's important.
She also recommends the an 8.5, 12.5, and a 16.5-inch square ruler for squaring up your blocks and other parts of that quilt. They're not required, but they are recommended. Of course, if you already have,
if you've got them, then then you can certainly use them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We prefer the Quilter Select. She, of course, recommends her
brand
ruler.
I think they're called Cute Cuts.
Yes.
Hers are, something like that.
But our Quilter Select rulers have the fantastic non-slip grip on the back. Mm-hmm. They don't have a 16.5-inch size, but they do have an 18, which will pretty much cover every square you need to cover.
Yeah. I don't know of a bigger block that you need to square down.
And if there is, if it's a little out of square, you'll never notice.
Yeah, not when it's that size. It'll be fine.
These are not available for order today. Wait till our Quilter Select Day, and we'll have a special deal for you on them. So if you want these, we have the 18-inch as well. Make notes and watch out for Quilter Select Day.
That's good. Is
that it?
Well, no, I could probably just continue to talk about all the Lori Holt things because I just love them so much and so many pretty things. I really do hope, though, you'll think about our chicken salad because it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yep.
A lot of fun.
So deposit required now.
Yep.
And then if you want to order, you just order like you normally would, and we take a $50 deposit. And then when it comes and it's all ready to go, we invoice you and arrange the rest. And hopefully it will be
on time.
Pretty close to on time.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Okay. So that's it.
That's it for Lori Holt Day.
That's all.
Thanks, everyone.
See you again tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.